Hello, this is New Type 45, and welcome to another Gundam model review. And today I will be reviewing the 1:144 scale Freedom Gundam Real Grade, and this is the 5th in the Real Grade line. And it's a really nice model by just its first appearance, and the decals look really great on it. And not only does it look great, it's really articulate, and I have to say it feels like it's actually better than a master grade in a 1:144 scale, which is pretty nice. Let's look at the articulation. The head can move forward and back, left that much, right that much, can move up and down, side to side, wiggle. The shoulder pads can move up and down. The arm can move out that much, like that much. The arms can rotate. The shoulder. Can wiggle. Can move. And the arms can move. At the shoulder all the way, can bend at two joints and bend all the way. Really good articulation in the elbow. And what's really nice is how the white piece of the armor moves with the, see, it kind of moves outward, which is pretty cool. The hands can wiggle and rotate. And currently I have the hands with the 3 joints. And what's really nice about these is there's actually a second joint for each of the fingers, which is pretty cool. And they can wiggle a bit. There's also other hands that I'll be showing later. The front skirts move separately, and the back skirt moves up as well. And the side skirts can move just a little bit outward and move side to side, which is pretty cool. It could actually rotate if the arms were not here. The legs can move out that much, and if you move this back skirt out, can move back that much, and can move sideways about that much, and can bend at 2 joints, and bends really well. Can bend all the way, which is pretty cool. A pretty painful looking shape though. And what's cool is also for the legs, the white plates move in order to reveal the inner frame, which is pretty cool. Similar to master grades. And the foot can move up and down, side to side, can move left and right some. The front of the foot can move separate from the heel, and the little front of the toe can also move, which is pretty cool. So really good articulation. And also the legs can rotate a bit individually from the hip, which is pretty nice, and can add some nice poses. Also, in the legs, there's actually a gimmick in which it's easier to take the legs out, because right here there is a switch that when you unlock it, you can allow the legs to go forward a little bit. And when you put the legs back, you'll notice that they're in a more forward position to allow more poses where you want the legs to be outward a bit. But I like them usually to be in the inward position instead of being a little outward. And I feel it's really hard to actually get this to unlock if you don't remove the legs, because it's a little bit in the way. And that is the articulation for the Gundam itself. There's also two rail guns on the sides, which you can remove like this. And there are handles which you can pull out on the sides for each of the railguns. And you can have the railguns out in full burst mode, which I'll be showing later. The cockpit comes out. You pull the front chest piece out and reveals a cockpit right inside, which is pretty nice. Also, if you notice, there's these shiny stickers, and I feel that the shiny stickers are actually they really easily scratch off, so you have to be careful when handling them a little bit. The accessories the Gundam comes with is the wings, which you can attach the wings to the back. And I feel once you attach the wings, it gets really back heavy, and so I just use the wings as support. And while the wings have some pretty good articulation. Oop. They move up and down. You can move outward, inward, and all of these wings separate for full burst mode. And the wings can also rotate at the joint. And also, when you have the wings closed like this, you can pull out the plasma cannons and put them over the shoulder, like such. So you can have the plasma cannons and the railguns out. Other accessories this comes with is the shield, pretty detailed shield, and has a little handle here. This handle can't pull out when you want to use it. You have to take the whole handle out and change the peg in which it's connected to, and you can connect the shield to the arm by pegging this part into the back of the arm, like such, pegging it to the back of the arm, and then putting the handle through the hand. Ooh. Don't know why this is falling out now, but it usually doesn't though. It just wants to fall out at this moment. Ugh. Everything's falling out now. Just wait a second. Okay, got the hand connected again. You want to put the hand, open up the hand and put it through the handle and then close the hand to get the shield on. Just like this. Like that. Also, the kit comes with a beam rifle, which you can also attach to the hand. By putting it through the hand and then closing all the fingers. Like such. If it wants to stay, that is. And if you're having trouble like I am at the moment, the kit does come with a trigger finger hand and 2 closed hands. You can put the left hand as a closed hand and put the shield handle through the closed hand. And also for the left hand comes with a open hand, which is pretty nice for those who don't want to deal with the separate fingers. The kit also comes with 2 beam saber handles, and the beam saber handles peg into the side skirts like such. And also, if you're not using the beam rifle, once I open up the wings, you can put the beam rifle right into the back skirt, right, just like this. And it's pretty nice that you can put almost all the accessories onto the Gundam itself. Pretty nice. And like I said, once you open up the wings, there's like no support whatsoever, and it tends to fall backwards because it's really back heavy with the wings, because there's a lot going on in the wings itself, and there's a lot of weight. The kit also comes with 2 beam sabers, and they're really long beam sabers and almost 1/100 scale. Okay, let's transform this into a full burst mode. To transform this, I usually want to attach the action base. To attach the action base, they give you this little accessory that that attaches to the bottom of the kit. And sometimes I feel this is really easy to get on, and sometimes it takes a lot of effort, because it's a pretty tight fit. Like that, like such. And I'll put it onto an action base. Actually, going backwards. Like such. Or did I put on that? No, I think I just... like such. And now it fell. Once we put the model onto the action base, we can start transforming into full burst mode. And one thing I want to mention is, while I was putting it on the action base, I realized that these closed hands cannot actually hold the shield, and you actually have to use the 3-jointed hand, which is kind of a bit annoying, but I guess it's okay. And to transform the model, we first pull open the wings, separate the wings like such, pull down the plasma beam cannons, and bend them at the hinge like such. And then separate each of the wings at all of the joints. And by the looks of this full burst mode actually separates more than I think even the anime does, which is pretty cool, because it actually separates at the navy blue and blue parts, which I think the anime never really does. And that is it for the wings. Next, but while transforming, I feel like one little problem I have is that the wings get a little loose, because the thing that keeps the wings tight actually loosens a little bit, which is a little bit of annoying because I have to keep tightening it so that the wings don't fall out. And there is it for the wings. And then we pull out the rail guns, but the rail guns are really sturdy and stay up really well, like such. And that is it for the rail guns and the plasma beam cannon. And last but not least, you have to make the Gundam hold the beam rifle. Like such. And there is Freedom Gundam in full burst mode. And it looks really nice. And it's really cool that it can actually go into this mode with all of its weapons all functional and pointing straight at the enemies. And it's pretty nice about these wings. When you put them in full burst mode, you can really see the shiny stickers. And you have to be a little careful about those stickers, because the shiny stickers on this kit tend to scratch off easily, like I said before. And the kit does look really nice in this mode. And I would have to say, if I want to keep this Gundam on display, I would have it in this mode. And it's really detailed because of the stickers and the amount of lining that you can actually add onto this kit. And before I end my review, one thing I want to mention before I forget is that when you pull out the beam saber handles, you can actually attach them together and it snaps closed to create a dual beam saber, which is pretty cool. And finally, the kit also comes with a small Kira Yamato figure, and it might be actually to scale with the model, and requires really precise painting and the ability to paint little figures to make this colorful and work well with the kit. Finally, I think that there are some little minor issues with the kit. I feel like the wings being a little loose and the sticker scratching a little too easily, and I feel that the hands get a little bit loose a little bit too easily, but those are minor problems, and I feel that the kit overall looks really good and has a lot of detail. Especially the stickers look really good on it. Although I'd actually rather prefer the water slide stickers instead of the water slide decals instead of the stickers, because I think they look a little better or a little more realistic. But the stickers are easier to apply, and for those who want to put a little less effort, they're a little easier. And so overall, the Gundam still does look really good, and out of all of the Freedom models, especially in the 1:144 scale, this one looks the best and has the most detail, and the wings look the best, are full in size, and look like it's actually like supports the Gundam really well. Because a lot of times the wings of the Freedom models are a little tiny than it should be. And this actually looks like, I think, what it should really look like. And especially how the weapons work. They work really well with it and look really nice. And I would have to say this is a really good kit, and it makes me more excited about this Real Grid line. It makes me want to do more kits. And hopefully they release more in the Gundam Seed. I hope they release more Gundam Seed kits in the Real Grid line. And I know they announced the Sword and Buster pack, but I hope they release more Gundams like Strike Freedom or maybe Destiny. And that is it for my review. And I really do enjoy this kit, and especially making the kit was really fun. And I hope to see you next time.